Yo, ladies and gentlemen, TZ Bond Savage and J Lava is in the fucking building.
Keep It P podcast. Be one to you players.
Y'all tune in to their podcast here.
Y'all tune in to their podcast. Yeah. So, going on with the cop thing that we're doing today, because cops are out of control. It's like the media's putting all the stories up. So, hey, let's highlight it, you know. Got a cop on patrol with her own felony charges that pleads guilty. What's going? And this the same one that's gonna pull you over, cuz, about your little warrant and about your little, you know what I'm talking about? Man, Officer Don Fliszar of Log Lane Village pleads guilty to felony charges after 9 News found she was pulled over while out on bond. Okay, so you on bond, B, and got your job? Man, the connection, protection for the complexion is real. Hold on, I'm gonna duplicate this though real quick. It goes on to say that nearly a year, a police officer in the tiny northern Colorado village of Lane Lawrence is working with a badge and a gun, pulling people over while she had her own felony case pending. On Wednesday morning, Officer Don Fliszar pleaded guilty to 2 felony charges of theft and forgery after investigators accused her of pocketing more than $30,000 in a vehicle inspection fee when she was officer at the town of Morrison. On Thursday morning, Fliszar submitted a resignation letter to Lane's Village, basically saying the criminal case against her, an investigation, Colorado State Patrol, and prosecution has happened. Fliszar faced up to 3 years in prison and $100,000 in fine for each felony convicted. She's expected to be sentenced in April and may be forced to pay restitution. What you mean, maybe? And don't she got to pay that back like everybody else would? In October, 9 News reported that Fliszar employment with the village and observed her in uniform and armed while in a patrol vehicle. Fliszar's bond paperwork did not prohibit her from carrying a weapon at the time. How, Sway? How? I've been out on bond before, and I couldn't have my pistol nowhere near me. No weapons. When reached over the phone Wednesday before Fliszar admitted, hold on, I don't know how I just put there. Before Fliszar admitted that she was guilty, the Log Lane mayor, Naomi Zinga, confirmed that the village was aware of the guilty plea and said board members would discuss Fliszar's employment on Wednesday. So y'all not even sure if y'all want to fire her? Man, this complexion for the protection is deep. Zinga declined on-camera interview but admitted that she was... Why does this article keep doing that? Declined on camera but admitted... Dang, why did it make me lose my spot? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It says she declined an interview on camera, but admitted that she was aware of Fliszar's pending felony case when Fliszar was hired in March. Really? So y'all, man, you can't get a job, fam. You can't get a job, but old girl can get a police job with a pending felony, cuz. Did you hear that? Come on, man. Wow. Zinga wasn't mayor at the time Fliszar's hiring, but she was on the village board. Zinga said that she was out of town when the board voted to hire Fliszar. No, you wasn't. You was out of town, conveniently. Boy. Okay, but you got back in town and you learned that she was on the force. I'm sure they briefed you and updated you about all the new hires once you came back in. And nobody told you that y'all just had a new hire with a pending felony charge that they had to vote on? Nobody told you that. Then all the people in your office suck. And they should be reprimanded as well, too, for withholding vital information that you should have known about that to have you out here wiggling, looking stupid. Anyway, it goes on to say that in October, 9 News reported that Fliszar never disclosed her pending felony case and arrest on the job application. So she lied. Aren't those more charges, lying to a government organization? The circumstances is highly unusual for most law enforcement agencies who don't want an officer working or enforcing the law while they are facing their own criminal charges. For example, in the city of Denver, an officer, it says, why does our article keep switching and clicking? The city of Denver, an officer charged with a felony would be immediately suspended without pay and their criminal case until their criminal case is resolved. She should have never been hired then. Under state law, the Colorado Police Officer Stands and Training Board post would likely decertify Fliszar as a law enforcement officer because of her felony convictions. Duh. That's the least y'all can do. It said 9 reported on how the post board was powerless to suspend Fliszar's certification pending her felony case because of the current state law. Post board should have the abilities to suspend a person so that a person is not acting as a peace officer in the state of Colorado, potentially jeopardizing other criminal justice systems in place. That's from Tony Spurlock, who was the vice chair of the board at the time, said. Well, didn't you help vote her in, though? And you knew she had the felony case charge, though? You helped with that, fam. Wow. Police is going wild, y'all. It's pretty much what it is. So it takes the black cops to kill the black dude for all of this to get exposed. But hey, I'm cool with that. Bring it all on. We need every little bit of all of this BS. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe. If you found any value from this content, share it. If you think people need to know cops is out of control. And I got 4 words for you. Love with the peace. Hold on, let me look you square in the eye, buddy. I got love. I got peace. I got blessings. I got Maloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already.
Sandra Blackwood for Hot Lava Music TV. First off, let's get this straight. I only want a boss. And I like to see a boss and boss shit. Where can you get boss shit, you ask? Well, dig this player. Boss 3 Anti Clothing got that drip for you and your missus. Now first, go follow at Boss 3 Anti Clothing on IG to see more real boss shit. And second, please log on to boss3anticlothing.com. That's boss3anticlothing.com.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say it.